Just want to take a few minutes and talk to you all about paintless dent removal. Another common name for it is PDR. How many of you all have ever heard of paintless dent removal or PDR? Paintless dent removal is the technique of removing dents and dings in your car without damaging your factory paint. Paintless dent removal can be traced all the way back to 1950 in Germany, the Mercedes-Benz plants. They had a few guys that learned how to take dents out of cars before they shipped with some teaspoons. They'd actually get on the back side of the panels and rub them out. Since then, there's probably 50 or more tool manufacturers in the United States that specialize in making tools just for PDR. In the 80s and 90s, the U.S. manufacturers of cars started making a paint, base coat, clear coat, that was flexible enough to withstand having dents taken out of the car without the paint breaking. Before that, it was lacquer, which was very fragile. But it started getting popular probably in the 90s, and Ben has had PDR technicians here for a long time. I've been fortunate enough to work 5 hailstorms here, and in the last 5 hailstorms we fixed hundreds of cars and taken tens of thousands of dents out of hail cars. Normally, you know, if you've seen a moderate to heavy hailstorm or pictures of it, it's devastating. It can knock mirrors off of cars, knock glass out of it, and the vast majority of cars that we've repaired here, we put hoods on them and done some pretty extensive work, so it is a partnership with that. Insurance companies do recognize paintless dent repair as a time-saving and cost-effective alternative to traditional auto body repair. If you get a door ding at your local supermarket on your brand new car, you're looking at about a 2-day turnaround at a body shop and hundreds of dollars. If you could drop your car off on your way to work and pick it up at noon and it was completely finished, that would be good, would it not? And that's what paintless dent repair is. Most of the time you get to the back of the panel and using reflection, massage the dent out. If you can imagine that this is a dent and the light was here, you would use your head to catch that light in the dent, and it shows the bottom of that dent and allows me to move that dent out actually by duplicating the orange peel. So anyway, if you'd like to go look at that, but if you're involved in a, let's say a hailstorm hit Mexico like it did a few years ago, and either you're at work or you decided that you didn't need to put your car in the garage that night and you wake up in the morning to a big disappointment with your brand new car, hopefully you do have full coverage. Hopefully you have your insurance paid up. The first thing that usually happens when a big storm hits a community is roofers and hail chasers. They will come in from out of state and they will be here the morning of that storm. I don't know how they do it, but they're here and they leave as fast as they come. They have big promises, and like I mentioned before, there's a lot of cars that we fix here that there's no way I could do the whole car by myself using this technique and do you a nice job. It takes a partnership of a body shop and a PDR technician. So if you have a brand new car and it gets hit and this hail tent is promising you they're going to save your deductible, and you've been to a body shop and they told you the car needs a hood, if it sounds too good to be true, I assure you it is. Problems don't normally show up immediately for inferior work. You might find broken interior. Somebody may drill your car full of holes. They may have busted your paint, and 6 months later, rust starts. So, you know, sometimes it's not worth the savings that are promised, and it's always good to stay local and go to a reputable shop. Thank you.